welcome to Rhys' Adventures, and today the video is about what I pack for an overnight bivvy and some of the advice that I have for you guys on kit that you can take with you and a few specifications and things like that. Now, drop a like and subscribe below if you want to see more videos like this. Let's get on with it. This is what I pack. So, first things first, obviously I'm going to open the rucksack. That's quite handy. And the most obvious thing that I'm going to pack first, or I always have in my bag, is a waterproof cover for it, and that usually sits somewhere in one of the top pockets, and that's really useful. Obviously, if it starts to rain, then, you know, a waterproof cover in your bag is always essential. So once I've got that in the top there, the next thing I'm thinking is bulky items. Now, the main bulky item I'm going to have on me is my sleeping bag. So, with your sleeping bag, I suggest putting it right at the bottom of your bag. And I mean, you can push that right down to the bottom, and then it's really not taking up as much room as it would if you'd have, you know, kind of put it near the top. And now that's kind of took up the main bulk of the bottom of my bag. The next thing I'm thinking of that's reasonably bulky is going to be my roll mat. So I always put a roll mat in next. Now that's sitting kind of on the top there. Now the next thing to put in is a water bladder. Now I really like water bladders because they're so easy to slide down the back of any of these bags really. And you can carry up to 2 litres of water in them as well, which is always handy, and you get the tube as well, which you can use. Now obviously the next thing I'm thinking about really is going to be the bivy bag itself. And sometimes to get these hydration bags tubes through, the best thing to do is to take the end off, so you can actually pass it through the valve itself and back out. Now the next item I'm thinking about putting in, as I said, is my actual bivvy myself. This is one from Man's Warehouse, cost me 20 quid, and it's brilliant. So I wouldn't suggest buying a really expensive one, because sometimes that's not what you need. If you're just looking at doing perhaps 1 or 2 nights at a time, then something like this from Man's Warehouse, as long as it's breathable and waterproof, then you're not going to go wrong with that. So yeah, that's going to go in next, and that'll slide nicely down the front there. Next thing is I'm thinking about dinner. Now I've got a jet boil. These are really good, they heat up really fast and can boil water within about 2 minutes, about the same as a kettle. And with a jet boil, the best thing that I always find to eat is going to be one of these extreme dry food ration packs. So I'm going to add more water to that later, hot water, and I'll have a meal ready to go there. So that's pretty much it really, because if you think about it, I've got my sleeping stuff, I've got my food, I've got my water, and then also I take a few little items with me. So unzip the top of the bag here. Now, when I say a few little items, all I'm thinking about is obviously stuff like a head torch. This is really good. This is a running one, it's kind of a closer views rather than a long distance. And sometimes when I'm doing something like this, I prefer short range ones that are wider, because especially when you're looking in your bag and stuff, it's always useful to be able to see a wider angle on what's going on. Next is a power bank. I always use power banks, they're really useful, and I've also got a little waterproof case for it, so that doesn't get damaged. Just in case phones die and things like that, they're more of an emergency than anything else. Knife, I always take a knife just simply because of how useful they actually are. Sometimes I've been in a few situations and just to be able to get it a knife and perhaps cut whatever it is or carve whatever it is really useful, and you never know when those are going to come into hand. This is an Oppin now, one that I use, and it's made in France. They're really good, really sharp. I've had this for about 3-4 months now, and it's still as sharp as it was the day I bought it, so they're really good. And then last but not least is my camera, and that is also just going to kind of sit on the top, or actually my camera can, once I zip in my bag, go onto my waist strap, and I'll show you how that happens in a minute. So That's a sleeping bag, roll mat, bivy bag, jet boil, the dried food sachet that I had, and a few bits and bobs for later, like head torches and stuff. Now, camera, I always find really accessible actually to put on the strap, which is built for kind of climbing carabiners, because my Osprey camera case has got the Velcro attachment on the back, and I'll just put that through there and lock it back off with that, and then that's going to be pretty good to go, good to stay on. And there we go, that is me ready to go for an overnight bivvy, and that's really how simple it is. So just get out there, give it a go. I'll be going out in the next week or so to try this out. But yeah, that's it. So sleeping bag, roll mat, bivy bag, I've got my stove in there, I've got some food, got some water, head torch, and of course my camera to take a few photos and things like that. Also, you can take extra things like books and stuff to keep yourself entertained. It really just depends what you want, and you've got to modify this to yourself and your needs. But these are the basic things that I'd suggest when going on an overnight bivvy.